Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission has fixed October 5 for the conduct of local government council elections in the state. RSIEC Chairman Justice Adolphus Enebeli, retired, announced the date at a stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt on Monday. Enebeli said that the campaigns will take place between September 4 and October 3, while the election will hold on October 5, 2024. He urged political parties willing to participate in the exercise to obtain, complete, and submit their expression of interest forms to the Commission, the latest July 15. Meanwhile, the All Progressive Congress was absent from the stakeholders meeting as the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission announced October 5 to conduct the local government elections in the state. The All Progressive Congress in the state said it will only partake in the exercise if the processes were verifiably correct. The party's State Caretaker Committee Chairman, Tony Okocha, however, said his party did not attend the stakeholders meeting because RSIEC failed to properly invite APC. He said, "I was not invited. My party was not invited. My party is too big not to be officially invited to an event like that. I am too big to attend an event that I was not officially invited. RSIEC refused to officially invite me as a chairman of a major opposition party in the state. I saw the information of the stakeholders meeting on social media. I was in the church on Sunday and I sent a mail to the chairman of RSIEC and he replied that APC was a major stakeholder. My party can only take part in the election only if things are done right." Let me start with you, Mr. Zoe. What is your immediate reaction to this?
Well, to begin with, I want to state here that Rivers State is at a crossroad and it requires a Messiah. And we are watching. The soul of Rivers State is yearning for a Messiah who will save her from the political quagmire she is today. And the question comes, can it be the governor of the state? Can it be the Electoral Commission chairman, the Right Honorable Judge, retired? These are the questions that comes to mind. Will the chairman of this commission be able to take a new turn from the normal? Because in Rivers State, since the inception of democracy, we haven't gotten an election where the people's vote counts. It is usually somebody somewhere writing the results on behalf of the people in favor of its preferred candidates. Will this honorable judge be able to take a departure from what the abnormality that is fast becoming normal in Rivers State? Will he be able to save the soul of Rivers State through this election by allowing the people's will to prevail through the ballot box? These are questions that the chairman of the so-called independent commission should personally ponder on as far as the salvation of Rivers State through the political process is concerned. Having said this, I want to also say, in reaction specifically to the news item, is that in a normal circumstances, the release of timetable and guidelines for local government election in Rivers State should be a welcome development. This is because the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that established the local government councils expressly declare that they can be administered and governed by democratically elected chairmen and councillors. again, the announcement of election, local government election, is also going to some extent, address the issue of grievances in the state, particularly from grievances from the just ousted local government chairman, because it will be an opportunity for them to represent themselves to the electorate, to see if the people at the local level will still choose them to govern them again. So ordinarily, it's supposed to be a welcome development. However, even though the so-called independent RSIEC, he's saddled with the responsibility of conducting free and fair election, the powers to release funds to conduct that exercise rests on the governor of the state. Quote and unquote, an independent body. That also raised the question, how much independence is the RSIEC? So considering the fact that the governor is responsible for the release of funds to, carry out this exercise, and looking at the political situation in the state, considering the fact that one man is claiming ownership of political structures in the states, and at the same time claiming leadership of the two major political parties in the states, will the governor be willing to release funds for such an election? That is a big question to ask.
So where is the fund coming for this election now?
It's supposed to come from the governor. The governor is supposed to release money for RSIEC.
For RSIEC to have set a date.
Are you
saying that the governor has not released?
I'm coming. Let me land first. Toma, let me land.
Okay. Continue.
Again, looking at the divide, the tension among the political divide in the states, will RSIEC be able to conduct an election in such an atmosphere where the both camps are hitting the war drums in the states? Will RSIEC be able to conduct an election that will be free and fair in an atmosphere where there will be, where we will not experience violence and anarchy that will potentially lead to loss of lives and property? These are the issues, these are the challenges that RSIEC needs to address before even coming up with any electoral timetable. And this is why I'm calling on, because the election now can solve the problem of the political divide, of the political turmoil we found ourselves. If everybody come to the round table, because there is no war that ends in the battlefield. Every war usually comes to end on the round dialogue table. So I think that the parties, I'm surprised that Tony Okocha, who is a factional leader of the APC, is not in such an August meeting of RSIEC. So I will rather call on every stakeholder, especially the political parties. For now, I don't know if at all we have parties in Rivers State, because Rivers State is predominantly two-party states, APC and PDP. Right now, the two parties, we don't know which people are. There is a lot of confusion. We can't even tell. APC people are fighting for PDP people. PDP people are fighting for APC interests. Just like that, there is that confusion. But going forward, I think everybody should come to the dialogue table. They should, give peace a chance, and then collaborate with RSIEC to see how we can conduct this election, because at the end of the day, the greatest judge of any political situation is the people. So the people can now judge who should represent them, whether in the House of Assembly, whether at the local government level, at the pool. So everybody should come together and give peace a chance, so that RSIEC can conduct a free and fair election for local government to have democratically elected officials to govern and administer the local governments.
I'll hold on to certain thoughts, that the concerns that you have raised. I will get back to you, but let me hear the thoughts of Honorable Churchill.
Okay. First of all, I want to appreciate my brother. He's a legal practitioner.
It's not. It's a lecturer.
He's a lecturer, but you know, just like what we see Nigeria to look like when it comes to election, I also want to believe the fact that the issues in Nigeria should also replicate when it comes to the states. Tony Okocha has made a point by saying that his party, APC, is very big, not to be invited for an event, a particular meeting of such. I know he has a good relationship with the RSIEC before this time. He has attended 1 or 2 meetings at the RSIEC state headquarters. But the fact that they've fixed up a date, now let the entire state believe that the state government has funded them. That is one. And I also want to react in the area where, you know, some persons will be angry. Why should the RSIEC fix date when there are still crises in the state? Let me also make it very clear that the appeal court is still yet to take a decision in a matter of the authenticity of who is the right speaker of the state. So, and that also defines the fact that the RSIEC, you know, fixing this election to be October, to me, I would have said they did it because they are still waiting for appeal court. But in the other way around, a matter that decision has not been taken, we don't know whether the decision will favor Right Honorable Enebeli Martins, of which declares the law.
The legislative arm of government.
No,
different.
I know what
local
government,
but
the legislative.
We are looking at the
legislative, yes, the legislative arm of the state government takes care of all the activities that concerns the local government. Is there in section 109.10.11? They have the jurisdiction. It is in their jurisdiction. Now,
but with regards to elections,
with regards to the election,
falls into the ambit of RSIEC.
With regard to the election,
yes,
it falls into the ambit of RSIEC, considering the constitution of the state law. You understand? So, the state has a law, and it is the jurisdiction of the makers of that law to make law that governs both RSIEC and also the local government. But in the other way around, I am not against them fixing the date for the election. But I am against the fact that, yes, I'm a PDP member, officially.
We know.
And I did my revalidation very well.
Okay.
So, so the fact that they were not invited was completely wrong.
All right.
In the sense that everybody, just like what he said, everybody in the country knows that Tony Okocha is the leader, the chairman of the
fashioner, because the eligibility.
Let him have his say.
The caretaker committee chairman of APC in the states. He has been to RSIEC. He has been performing his duties as the caretaker committee chairman. Nobody has disputed the fact. So for them not to have invited him for a serious meeting of such, I disagree with whatsoever thing that might be their reason. So I also believe that this election, if the court takes decision and it allows the election to be conducted on 5th, that Tony Okocha, knowing his capacity, he has heard his view, the world has heard him, but his party shouldn't in any way disagree with the fact of contesting for the election. I want them to contest the election. So we know, just like what you have said, you have made it clear that somebody said is the leader of the two political parties, and that is the major two political parties. But I also know that we are all members of political parties. We know who is our leader. So in that aspect, I want everybody to desist from the ideology of believing that political party is owned by anybody. But we have leaders in the political party. And we know that the whole system that is happening in Rivers State is based on the decision of the law. The National Executive believes on their own people as a party. The State Executive also believes on their people at the local government level.
All right.
So what we should be doing now is to look critically on the position of APC in the state, why they shouldn't be invited
In elections now.
Please, I would like to react.
They were not invited.
All right.
I would like to react to some of the issues he has raised. First and foremost, the issues in courts has nothing to do with elections.
I've clarified that already.
Yes, because why the Rivers State House of Assembly have the right to make laws with the governance of it doesn't have anything to do. That's why the RSIEC is independent. So again, if the elections are conducted, it is going to settle a lot of issues with regards to the issues that are in court as it relates to elongation of local government tenure or otherwise, okay? Because what generates all those crises is the fact that election have not been conducted. So if election is conducted, it's going to take care of that. And then talking about Tony Okocha, my friend here, I thank God he has admitted that he's a politician. So you can see the way he's speaking. He cannot speak, he's not speaking in a way that you understand that he's a PDP person. He's not speaking in a way that you understand that he's an APC person.
No, I said clearly,
he's an APC person. But he's also showing sympathy for Tony Okocha. So that is the quagmire, the confusion.
Hold on.
This is a typical example of the fact that the parties are together.